I just wanted to talk today about how good God is. Like in times like these when I'm kind of scared and you know, the 3D can be so triggering. It can look so scary, so lonely. It can look like you're about to be absolutely devastated by the world. And I just I just want to remember God in all of it, you know? The goodness of God, the goodness of our higher self, the goodness of the purity that is us, the goodness of God. And sometimes, when you get that feeling of confidence and you feel like you're untouchable, and like I did last night, I felt so good. I felt so confident in myself, and I still am confident. But there's this moment of like sweet surrender and humility in a way that I didn't have last night. I didn't have humility, which I don't feel always needs to happen. I think that we should feel entitled to beautiful things in our life. Hello. How are you? I think that we should feel entitled to good things in our life. And I think the humility factor kind of gets people tripped up. I'm just talking about God right now. And that I've seen so many instances on my journey where the world is just so broken, and if I look at my immediate surroundings, it looks really bad. Lonely, poor, like if you look with your physical eyes, it looks bad. You know? Scary even, and I am scared. And sometimes I don't always say that, but I am. I'm scared. I get scared. I mean, last night I felt pretty invincible. I felt untouchable. But this morning, like, I haven't even gotten out of bed. I slept in my clothes. I just like zonked out, and I look completely not okay. I look so hideous right now. So I just have this camera on the other side. I just don't want to be seen today. And it's really weird because last night, I mean, there was so much confidence exuding from me. And I had all these weird, crazy dreams, which is not uncommon. I have dreams every night, basically. But it's like the one person that I know actually loved me in this life. I had to walk away from him recently. And he was just good to me. There was times that he was bad to me, but there were times that he was good to me. And I guess what's sad is that I don't get to have that anymore. I have to move on knowing that somebody's still in love with me, and that technically it was stolen from me. It felt stolen. Felt taken, like I was robbed from something that I wanted. I was targeted a lot, and so was he, and we weren't strong enough to, I guess, keep the devil out of whatever we were going through. And makes me sad. But I need to disconnect from him, and I had dreams with him last night, and it's just sad. You remember the best parts of some of these connections when you need to remember the bad part. I'm in the world, highest battlefield, but not scared. I love that. I love that. Wow. I'm very proud of you. That's amazing. You know what is so weird? And considering I do a lot of tarot readings for people that are in partnerships, it's really weird. But I realized this morning during meditation that I haven't actually told the universe that I'm ready for my divine masculine. I hadn't actually said I'm ready for love yet. Like, I, even then, even when I manifested this man that I told you about, which I did, I manifested him, and we had a lovely time while we were together. While it was good, it was good. While it was bad, it was really bad. And I I didn't even really tell myself then that I was ready for love. Like, I manifested it, sure, but I didn't really say out loud to myself and the universe, like, I am ready for my divine counterpart, the one, the true one, the match of a lifetime, the match made in heaven, like that real, true divine counterpart that I know I'm worthy of. And I hadn't said that to myself inside, internally, not to other people, to myself. And I did this morning. I did about 10 a.m. In fact, it felt so powerful that I even wrote it down in my calendar. That's when I started praying to be united with my divine masculine, whoever that is. And it just felt so powerful. I could feel the shift internally. I could feel that the universe was listening. And I just want to sing his praises, my true divine counterpart, my true match. And what he would be so bold, so strong, so wise, so abundant in nature, so kind. He would have humility when it's needed, but also this confidence that he knows he doesn't need humility. You know? He'd be aggressive when he needs to be to get people off of me and him and our connection, but then he'd be so sweet and sensitive and approachable for everybody else. He would be kind. He would just always have a solution for every problem. His smile would just stop hearts. Like, his smile, oh my God, his smile. It would be, everybody would do anything to get that man to smile. Like, that's how beautiful it would be, And then his looks, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he looks like, but of course he would be so handsome. Of course he would be, because he speaks life over himself, and he speaks life over his body, and he speaks life over his health and his finances as well. He would be quite wealthy. He would, if he weren't financially rich, he'd be rich in the soul, and that would be enough. It would translate into money when he needs it. He would be the type to land on his feet any time that he's up against a challenge. He would just know that he's going to defeat it. He would know that he's always going to land on his feet. And that all he has to do is speak one time, and the whole universe would listen to him, I can see why you don't have your match. I do have my match. Oh, I absolutely have my match. What's your name? Mason? Yeah, I have my match. We will have money for me. Of course he'll have money for me. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? That's a lovely sentiment. Real men love providing for their women. It kind of sounds imaginary. Well, first of all, don't tell me to calm down. Second of all, your imagination is what creates reality, so we should stay in our imagination until it builds into the physical reality. So that's exactly what I'm doing. If you don't want to be here, you can leave. There's the door. So he would be so sensitive and kind. He'd be very spiritual as well, Maybe though a hint of religion, a little bit religious, just enough to like, I don't know, just enough to be interesting to me. Because I'm extremely spiritual, but I was raised Pentecostal, and so I'm sort of kind of a little religious, but not really. Like, I don't love religion. I know about Christianity a lot. And it would be cool if you were a Christian, or at least a former Christian. It'd be cool if you were a Christ follower, you know what I mean? It'd be cool if you loved Christ, and that's the only way that I would even entertain the idea. But he wouldn't love Christ in the way that other people love Christ. Like that pretentious, snobby, uppity Christian way of doing things. No, not that typical stick in the assitis that other Christians have, you know? Not like that. No, he would be truly, he would know God, really, personally. He would know that he is God. Well, my message to your match is to leave now before it's too late. This lady sounds insane. But am I insane? That's the real question. My true match probably wouldn't leave. Why would he? Would he leave because a troll tells him to? Honey, that's cute. But anyway, yeah, so he'd be like slightly religious in that he's entertaining. But oh my God, the way that this man is so sexy and everybody knows it, and he's got like hordes of people around him at any given time. Thousands of women. Because he's so sexy, of course. And he's just like beating him off with a stick. But he's only got eyes for me, of course. But if you wanted eyes for another woman, I'd be like, okay, no problem. I'll just be over here, chilling, drinking my coffee, having a good old time, talking to myself. Call me when you're ready. Yeah, he would just, his mind is so sharp. It's just, he's funny too. He's so witty. But it's not like the kind of funny that isn't obvious funny. Not like a comedian. No. He's the type of funny that no one knows he's funny until he speaks. And then everybody's like, you should be a comedian. And then he's like, no. I don't want people to expect anything of me. Right. That's the kind of guy he is. He's sexy. But he's the kind of sexy that's like, I don't care if you think I'm sexy. I don't care. Like, even people calling him ugly, he would just transmute it and be like, yeah, that's because I'm the sexiest motherfucker that's ever existed. And then, oh, he's so good at board games too. He's amazing at like Monopoly. But like, that's so boring. We don't play Monopoly. Like chess, he would be the best chess player. But see, normally he wins every chess game, right? But then when he plays me, I win sometimes, and he doesn't understand how. And it's a genuine win too. It's genuinely I win because see, I work with the Holy Spirit, and so my spirit guides would tell me which pieces to move and when. And like he genuinely would not be able to win. And it would stump him, and it would be the funniest thing in the whole world because like it would actually be a legit win. Yeah, he wouldn't let me win. I would win intentionally. Yeah. And then he'd be the type that I would just like put my head in his lap, and he would just play with my hair and tell me how beautiful that side of my face is. Oh, you have such a pretty right profile, Jenna. And he would know my favorite food to DoorDash. He would know it's sushi. And he'd always tip the delivery driver like so much money because he's fucking loaded. And the delivery driver, we would just look at his face together as the dude his jaw drops and he's like, what? What do you mean? And then he's just like so gobsmacked that he can't even speak, and he like practically faints at the doorstep. Yeah, that's how rich he is. He's very rich. He's like a billionaire actually. Hi, pure love. How you doing, honey? So you hold him to such high standards. What do you bring to the table? Everything I just mentioned. A sense of humor, beauty, sexiness, uh, genius. What do you mean? You must be new here. You must be new. You haven't met me yet. It's cool. You must be in love with his money. No, I'm in love with everything I just mentioned. His money is an added bonus. It sounds like you might be projecting because I think people have used you for your money in the past. And you might want to look at that. You might want to look why you're so bitter and why you want to project things onto other people that you don't know. That might be something you want to look at, Mason. And he's so charismatic too. Like, people just flock to him. They know that he knows what he's talking about because he's cute. Everybody just wants to get to know him. Like, he doesn't even have to be talking about anything crazy. He could be talking about, flying a kite. And people just love him because he flies a kite. Oh, manifesting wellness. I'm so happy for you, baby. You're going to have that. He sounds like an imaginary boyfriend. He is. He is an imaginary boyfriend. Exactly. Until he's not. And that's how it works. That's how I always manifest. It's always imaginary until it's not. So yeah, he's kind of simple in that he's not like this fancy, like pretentious snob. He has money, but he's not snobby. And even if he didn't have money, I would love him all the same. I don't have a lot of money and I love myself. I had a lot of homeless friends throughout the years that I loved more than life itself. So I'm not in it for his money. That's just an added bonus. That would just be really cool to be spoiled by a man that has money for the first time in my life. Because I was actually raised impoverished. Like we had no money growing up. I've never been rich. I've never had physical money, really. Like a lot of it to spend. It's always just been barely getting by, And like my parents, we were always like up like almost $100,000 in debt. My mom was a gambler, and she had addictions that she couldn't get past. And so we never really got to have any money as a kid. We were extremely poor. And so I don't even know what it's like to have money. And it would just be like really cool, I think, to live a life where you don't have to worry about money anymore. It just kind of materializes out of thin air, Which that already happens for me now. I already have money that shows up just out of the blue. And it is nice. It is nice because God provides for me. But it would be really cool to see a man do that, Like right now, I receive donations sometimes from people if they feel it in their heart. I get random donations from people, and I love that, and that's so beautiful. If people watch me and they like me, they'll sometimes send me money. But to just know that it's coming from the same man all the time because he loves me that much and he's just so stable and reliable, I like that. What's not to like? So I'd be very careful, Mason, accusing people of something because that's your trauma. Your unhealed wounds are showing. You had a problem where women would steal your money, or maybe you're one of those women. I'm not sure I don't know who you are, but perhaps you have had people use you for your money, and so now you assume everyone will do that, and that everyone does that. No, not everyone does that. So I love him for him, even if he had $2 to his name. He would be the most beautiful man in the whole world, and he'd had $2, and I would still feel like I won the lottery. So I think you need to take that projection elsewhere. It looks like you are going to have to take it elsewhere because CB just blocked you. Thank you, CB. How you doing, honey? So you're going to have to take it somewhere else, my love. It won't be here. You don't know me, so you should probably stop projecting bullshit onto me, okay? Thank you. But yeah, he would be very rich. He would have a mindset that money grows. Every time he spends $1, 10 more come in just like that, because he's chosen, because he's loved, because he is God. And he would know that he's God. He would know that there is no God outside of him. So if he says that he's rich, he's rich. If he says that he's poor, right? And his mind would be so beautiful. It would be the most beautiful thing about him. He would be very spiritually open-minded. He'd believe in ghosts and demons and crystal healing and Reiki, and he would believe in everything. He'd be very open-minded. He would never hesitate to speak his mind. He would tell me everything that he's ever wanted and dreamed of, and he would just be so open, and transparent. It's a beautiful day to be a bad bitch. Ain't that the truth? Oh, speaking of bad bitches and good witches, there's Warrior Princess now. Hi, ladies. We're singing his praises today. We're singing his praises, our divine masculines, so that we can manifest that, because that's what we deserve, right? Why don't you go ahead and chat and tell me what it is you're manifesting in your divine counterpart? Because we are manifesting divine masculinity right now. So it's just, even if he had no money, like really, I mean this with every ounce of my being. Even if he had $0 in his bank account, he would still, to me, be the sexiest man on the entire planet. And I would be just grateful for 5 minutes of his time. Like, it doesn't matter where he lives, what he wears, what he looks like, how much money he has. That doesn't matter to me. It really, truly doesn't. I've dated all sorts of men. Rich men, powerful men, spiritual men, religious men, thin men, overweight men, young men, old men. I've dated them all. Like, it's so much deeper than the eyes can see. And it's so much deeper than the wallet can see. I don't care about that. Would it be nice? Oh, it'd be so cool to be spoiled by a rich man. Oh, God. Could you just imagine that princess lifestyle? That'd be fun. That'd be fun. To try on like expensive dresses and have perfumes that are like from Italy or something, or I don't know. I've never had that before. Or to have like a Prada bag, I don't need it. I have a bag that I bought at Goodwill right now. So I don't need a Prada bag. But it would be very cool to just know what it's like to have Italian leather. It would be really cool as a woman to just know that if my man wants to spoil me, I allow him to. And then he's blessed for it. And then the universe brings in 10 times as much because he just spoiled me with happiness in his heart. I know as a woman that if people bless me, they are blessed. I know that. I've seen it a million times. People who bless me are blessed by the universe. That's it. That's it. End of story. And I know that to be true. I've seen it. So, of course, I would allow him to bless me financially. Why not? Money is energy. Of course, I'm going to let him pour energy into me. That's the most beautiful thing he can do. He could call me on the phone. We could fall asleep on the phone. We could video call, Snapchat. We could do all these really fun things until we meet in person. And then when we meet in person, it would just be, oh my God. Oh my God. I just would not be able to stop staring at him. It would be like my soul is drawn to him. And my whole three eyes, all three of my eyeballs would be just so glued to him that I just can't stop looking. And it's like I can actually see his halo, you know? Looking at him heals my soul. Like I see him and I see pure light. It is just, I don't know. It's like pure, it's not even love. It's an aura. I can see his aura. I can see his aura right now in front of me, even though he's not here physically. It's just so bright. And I just want to look at him all day. Like, I just want the entire day to be just my eyes fixated on him. You know? I don't want to take my eyes off of him. I don't want him to stop talking. I just want his lips to keep moving so I could picture kissing them. And then, when he's done talking, I'll telepathically tell him to keep talking. Go on. I was listening. What were you saying, honey? Go on. What was it? Oh, yeah, we were talking about toilet paper. Go on. Keep going. And then he just describes how amazing the new toilet paper is that we bought together. He's like, it's literally made from clouds. And I love the way it feels on my bum. And he's just so beautiful that even when he talks about toilet paper, I can't help but fall in love with him. And he's just so cute. Oh, and then also, he plays the guitar. But it's not like a normal person would play a guitar. It's like he strums. It's like one chord. One string at a time. It's I don't know, it's very melodic. I don't know how to describe how he plays, but it's not like, it's not fast. It's not loud. It's one string at a time. It's like a harp. He plays the guitar like an angel would play the harp. And he loves it. He loves me so much that when I would cry, he would play the guitar in the background just so that I could have some music to cry to. Because he wants me to cry and get it out. Because he knows that emotions should be shared. And he loves hearing me cry too. He doesn't tell me things like, stop crying, you'll be all right. Suck it up, buttercup. He's not like that. He's so sweet. He's the type that if I cry, he'll run and get some of that toilet paper from the angels and he'll give it to me and then he'll play the guitar. And then after I'm done crying, he'll buy me Ben & Jerry's. And he's like, do you feel better, princess? And I'm like, yes, I do. And then we hug. And then he lets me win at chess. That's literally my life with him. He's so beautiful. That's it. I'm in heaven with my man. He's the most beautiful thing that's ever existed. He's so amazing. And he writes songs for me too. He gets these really great ideas, these really great song lyrics, and he can write an entire song in 10 minutes. And he and I even have this saying together that if it's not written in 10 minutes, it's not a song. If it's not a poem written in 5 minutes, it's not a poem. It should be channeled right from the Holy Spirit. It should be given right from God. And it should take 10 minutes max to write the whole song, because you just get that spark of passion, you get that spark of ingenuity, and then you write it all down. And it should just be a top hit in a matter of 10 minutes. And that is how genius he is. He's so smart. He's a magician too. So he knows how to manifest instantaneously. And he loves that I teach magic. He loves that I'm a magical unicorn. He loves it. He loves it. He loves seeing me powerful. He loves knowing that I can have anything I want. And all I have to do is speak it out loud. He would die for that shit. That man would die, would give up everything so that I could know as a woman how to provide for myself. So he would die just to give me the knowledge and the wisdom of this universe. So I could have the keys to the kingdom, and I could have access to the universe, and I could know how to manifest using my mind, and only my mind. Not spells, not witchcraft, not manipulation, just using my mind. And he would do anything, he would give anything just to ensure that I was never a slave to the system again, and that I was never going to be tortured by another man again. That I could always have my needs provided for, even if a man isn't in my life. That I could use my mind and my speech and manifest infinite abundance into my energy, so that I could take care of myself, so I'm never left up shit's creek without a paddle again. He would do anything. He would suffer on purpose. He would even leave heaven to come here to hell just to give me life, to give me knowledge, to give me esoteric wisdom. He would leave everything and everyone that was not love just for me. Just to make me happy, just to see smiles on my face every day. He would leave toxic people that are not good for him. He would leave habits and behaviors and patterns that aren't good. He would let go of a lot of women that, though they're beautiful on the outside, they really lack substance. And they're kind of cruel. And he doesn't want cruelty in his life. Why would he want to be abused? Why would he wouldn't want to be abused. He loves himself. And so he wouldn't put himself in bad situations. He wouldn't have bad friends. He would have probably no friends. Unless they're good. If they're good for him, then he'll keep them. He'll keep good friends around. The ones that encourage him to be healthier and richer and funnier. And they always say things to him like, man, you gotta go get that girl. What's her name? Jenna. You gotta go talk to her. She's too cute. She's too good for you. Never mind. She's too good for you. Move on. All his friends would say that. She's too good for you, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here. But then they would secretly encourage him to come talk to me. Should buy her flowers. Nah. She's not the type. You should make her a song. You should write her a poem. That'll do it. That's the type of girl Jenna is. So if you want to get to her, you got to write a poem. Don't buy her a Prada bag. Write her a poem. Tell her how you have a collection of magic wands. She'd love to hear that. Tell her how you own a wizard hat. Tell her how you have her on your vision board and you're manifesting her. Tell her that you had a dream about her recently and you can't get her out of your head. Tell her that. Tell her that. Tell her the good stuff. Don't talk about how you have a private yacht, because she doesn't give a shit. Don't talk about all the girls that you have on your arm. That's stupid. Who cares? Great. Aren't you just something special? That doesn't matter. Tell her how powerful you are in the mind. Show her that when demons try to get into your brain and people try to project shit onto you, you don't let it. You don't allow it. Impress her with that. Impress her by your ability to cast out demons. Impress her by your ability to end toxic relationships and patterns and behaviors and get over addictions on your own. Not because your mom said so, not because your therapist said so, but because you want to, because you love yourself. Win her heart by telling her that you just saw a squirrel chasing a rabbit and it was so cute. Or how you saw two birds dancing on the ground and you thought they were so in love. You win her heart the old-fashioned way. Any woman worth having, you would win her heart the real way. Not throwing money at her or trying to puff up your chest like you're something big or compete with other people. There would be no competition. You wouldn't need to tell people, back away from her, she's mine. Everybody would just know it. Everybody would just know that they have to back away. And the ones that don't want to back away would be just as strong as him. So he would be happy to hear that other men approach me. Why not? If he's strong and confident in himself, wouldn't he want another strong and confident man to approach me? He wouldn't be threatened by that at all in the slightest. He would know who he is. He would be so confident in himself that he never feels threatened by another man. He would actually encourage it. He would even joke around with that person like, yeah, man, she loves this kind of flavor ice cream. Yeah, man, this is her favorite flower. Do something about it. Like he would be that type, you know? He'd be so confident in himself that there'd be no competition, but he would welcome it, you know? Because why not? If you're God of everything and you know that you're God of your own universe and you're God of your own matrix, why wouldn't you want some friendly competition? You know there isn't any. You win at life, you win the girl, you've won her heart, you've won everything. Why wouldn't you want to have some fun and watch someone else try to win her too? Why? Why not? If you were truly confident in yourself and you knew that you couldn't lose love, why not? That should be the level of confidence that every man has. That you know she's only got eyes for you. Yeah. And that you can't lose love, you know? He would know that he manifested her, so how could he lose her? And he knows he wins at life all the time. All he does is win, so there isn't a loss. He can't lose anything. He can only gain and only win. So, yeah. That's the kind of man I'm manifesting, because that's the kind of woman I am. I'm all of those things I just said. I'm every last thing I just said. That's what I bring to the table. What I bring to the table is, I am him. I am that man for myself already. I'm every last trait I just spoke on. I'm abundant in spirit. I'm abundant in my heart. I'm romantic. I'm funny. I'm witty. I'm charming. I'm beautiful. I'm very charismatic. I'm confident. I'm bold. I win, and I only win. All I ever do is win at life. I am all of those things. And when you can get to the point where you know you're all of those things, then you deserve to have someone in your life who knows that they are all of those things as well. I know what I bring to the table. Some people look with their eyeballs and all they see is a girl that is just down on her luck in the 3D physical world. I love you too, Eddie. I love you, Eddie. Oh, I love that. Thank you. I love you. I feel it, Eddie. I feel your love, man. Thanks for being here. I love you, brother. So, it's like, I know what I offer. I don't have to prove it. I'm not here to prove anything. Because those with eyes to see and ears to hear and the capability to feel my abundance, they wouldn't be looking with the human eyes. They would be looking with their soul. People would be looking with their heart. And the ones that don't look with their heart, they look with their eyeballs, those are the ones that I don't really want in my life anyway. If you're going to judge me based on my appearance, the way my body is shaped, or what I do for a living, or what my bank account is, if you're going to look at the shallow, then you're shallow, and I wouldn't want you anyway. I only want those who can see past the physical. And that's exactly the type of man that I'm bringing in. A man who can see past the physical. All he sees is beauty when he looks at me. Because that's all I see when I look at me, is beauty. I know what I offer. I know who I am. I know how beautiful and amazing I am. I really do. I know that I'm a catch. I know that when a man enters my life, that man is so blessed to have me that his life changes so quickly in just knowing me, in just meeting me one time. One time, hearing my voice one time, feeling my energy one time, blesses him for a lifetime. And we should really know that about ourselves, ladies. You should know that you are the gift. You are the blessing. Just your presence alone is God's gift to humanity. And you should really know that. No matter what anybody says, no matter what any religious cult tries to tell you, no matter what your friends say or your family, they're stuck in their ways, man. You should know that you're the blessing. That anybody who even looks at you is blessed. Anyone who even conversates with you for 30 seconds is changed for eternity. Their soul will be forever changed for having met you for 30 seconds. That you should know that. You should know that. You should carry yourself with such high regard that there is no need to prove anything. Why would you prove yourself to anyone? There would be no need any longer to convince a world of something. They would need to start convincing themselves of it. It's not your job to convince people that you're abundant. It's not your job to convince men that you're beautiful or worthy or you should be chosen. It's not your job to prove that to anyone. It's your job every day to consistently prove it to yourself. You are it. You are the blessing. You are the gift. You are God's gift to humanity. Without you, the simulation wouldn't even exist. Without you, God of your reality, there would be no reality. There needs to be a self-worship that you do daily. And if some people do not understand that, then they do not have to understand that. They can go somewhere. They can go anywhere. It's not up to you to save a soul. It's up to you to know that when you talk to someone, you did save their soul. You don't have to convince yourself of it. You just have to know it. They will forever be touched by an angel because you are true love. You are pure love. When people hear your voice, it is a frequency of angels. And you need to know that. Deep down, intrinsically, you need to know with every fiber of your being that when you speak, angels are singing. When you manifest, when you speak like I do right now, I'm in the process of manifesting my true divine counterpart right now. I'm manifesting my soulmate as we speak. Okay? I already have him. I already see him right now sitting on my bed in the spirit. I can see him sitting with me right now with his guitar, playing music in the background as I channel this for you. And I see him smiling and laughing and undressing me with his eyes. He needs to keep those eyes away from me. They're so beautiful too, his eyes. They're just, they're so rugged and sincere. They're very sincere. They speak volumes. His eyes, they just speak for him. I don't care what his bank account says. I don't care what his clothes look like. I don't care what size he is, where he works, what he's done in the past. I don't care about any of that. I care about his heart. The confidence that this man has is top tier. It's on a whole other level. He's such a confident man that he mentors other confident men. Other men flock to him. They want to get to know him. They want to know, why are you this way? How did you get to be this confident? They want to know, how are you this abundant? How do you keep your mind so sharp? How do you manifest so quickly and easily? How do you get everything you want so quickly? Yeah, I slept in my clothes. My hair's a mess. I haven't showered. I didn't want to be seen this morning. I literally am still in bed right now. I just turned the camera to the other side. I just don't feel like being on camera today. I prefer this right now. I'm having fun like this. And he's just so beautiful. He's the type of guy that would willingly die for someone else. He would take a bullet for me in a heartbeat. But he would take a bullet for anybody in a heartbeat, not just me. If you can't see me, Michael, it's because your eyes are closed. And your ears are blocked. You should be able to see me right now. And if you can't see me right now, then I can't see you right now. Your worth as a goddess should be evident to anybody. It should not be skin deep. It shouldn't be based on what you look like, what your body shape is, or what your bank account is, what your skin color is. It's so much more than that. It's so much more. By societal standards, you could be the most homely looking person, and still, if you have the confidence of a god, the universe favors you. You're stronger than any politician. You're stronger than any king. You're stronger than any president. You're stronger than anything. If you know who you are, even when the world tried to tell you that you were someone else, you defied it. You defied the world. You willingly overcame the world like Jesus did. When people said, you're not anything because you don't have money, you don't have a house, you don't have a car, you didn't graduate college, you don't have a 401k, and you don't have this and this, and the ones that are truly powerful are the ones that said, so? I don't have a college degree. So? I don't have $1 million in my bank account. So? I'm not a size 2. So? I don't wear makeup. So? I fart in my sleep. So? Like, really? Who determined why we follow these rules in the first place? Why are we supposed to be following societal rules? Society full of Kim Kardashians? I'm sorry, no thanks. Is that what I'm supposed to be following as beauty standards? No. No. I don't aspire to be like her. I don't care. I don't have to inject things into my body to be beautiful. I'm not saying there's anything wrong if you've done that. Good for you. But I didn't inject things into my ass to have a beautiful body. I have a beautiful body because I was created by the Most High God. I don't have to be plastic. I just want to be me. I want to be loved for me. I don't want to hide things with makeup. I don't even need to. I'm beautiful the way I am. I have wrinkles and laugh lines and freckles and sometimes a zit here and there. But who cares? So what? I'm a human being that PMSs sometimes and gets a zit once in a blue moon. So, and sometimes I go weeks without plucking my eyebrows, and it starts to look like, what the hell? Starts to take on its own zip code. So, and I look even better like that. I look even more natural. I look even more symmetrical and normal. I look even more natural. I look even more beautiful. Okay? So I have a belly, and it's pretty thick, and I'm pretty thick, and my thighs are pretty thick, and my bum is pretty thick, and okay, and I have stretch marks, and I have flabby skin in some spots. So, and damn, I'm gorgeous. I'm literally the most beautiful woman in my reality. Oh, Medina. Well, actually, Medina and I are both equally gorgeous in my reality. Hi, babe. Oh, Hannah, bless you. Hello, goddesses. You are beautiful. Oh, sorry you agree. I am beautiful. Medina, hello. We're singing of his praises today. When I say him, I really mean our divine masculines, which is really us. So what you want wants you, honey, right? And I'm manifesting my true divine counterpart right now. And I'm doing so by putting myself in that energy of having it right now here with you. I love you, Medina. I've missed you as well. Look at your beautiful profile picture. How are you, sweetheart? I love you so much. I can't thank you enough for taking care of me lately. I can't thank you enough for that donation I got the other day. I can't thank you enough. I was able to eat because of you. I thank you so much. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being so sweet to me all the time. I'm just so grateful that this is my life and I can tune into this right now and have it right now. I get to have so much right now. God allowed me access to the kingdom. I have the keys to the kingdom through Christ. Christ who died. Christ who incarnated into the physical world of darkness and heaviness and this matrix to teach me, to guide me, to love me, died for me, left a heavenly place to come here as pure awareness, to come here to this trash heap so that I could get to know love along my journey. That true awareness, that true Christ awareness. The mind of Christ, guys, when the Bible says put on the mind of Christ, you're putting on the mind of Christ consciousness. It's an awareness. It's what separates AI from real awareness. That difference between talking to an AI robot and talking to a real person, a real soul, whatever that difference is Christ. And that awareness has been with me the entire journey, all my entire life. That Christ is me. That Christ is you. That awareness that is you, that can purposely manifest consciously. That God self, that spark of originality, it is you. And that beautiful Christ that died, that incarnated here, fell into the world of materiality, heaviness, this dense plane of existence, where you're not told yes all the time, you're told wait. You're told, no, you can't have that. You're not pretty enough. You're not rich enough. You're not strong enough. We were told here at rock bottom that we are not enough. But the one that is Christ originated from a higher plane of existence. It exists in a higher plane of existence. It is your higher self. And your higher self is continually, every moment, able to give you the prosperity of riches of God. It is allowing you to access the kingdom of heaven, which is your imagination. The only way to the Father is through Christ. That's it. Oh, But damn it, Jenna, embrace it. It looks like you finally are. Thank you for allowing us to follow on your journey. Nadina, I thank you for being here, honey. Union with oneself. Exactly. Right. That's it, babe. Because once there's union with self, there doesn't need to be loud criticism anymore from other people. Trolls will become irrelevant. Religious orders will become irrelevant. A book and all of its rules would become irrelevant. Your therapist's advice will become irrelevant. Your parents and the way they wanted to raise you to be a different adult will be irrelevant. It will all be irrelevant. Those things will be washed away. The moment of now, the moment of true liberation into the present moment is everlasting life. Everlasting life is not living in the past. Everlasting life is not fearing the future. Everlasting life is the moment that we all have right now, the only moment we have right now, and it is the present moment. And the only one that can lead you into the kingdom of your imagination is Christ. It's the only one that is worthy of saving, that mighty enough to save. That Christ awareness that is you, that Christ consciousness that is you, is the only one that can save. When you have a negative thought and a repeating thought pattern, I'll never have enough, there's never enough, the only one mighty enough to save is when you put on the mind of Christ, and Christ says, but I already gave you abundance. Look here, look in your mind. You already have it. The only one mighty enough to save and give you everlasting life is Christ. And you are Christ. You are also the Antichrist. You are both. Which one are you going to choose to be in every given moment? Who do you say you are? Right? Like Jesus said, who do you say I am? Who do you say you are? Because in every given moment, you have the power to determine who you are going to be today. I don't care who you were yesterday. I don't care that you were in jail 5 years ago. I don't care that just yesterday you stole something or whatever. I don't care. Who are you now? Who are you right this moment? Because God forgives. It's as instant as you say it is. That forgiveness you're offering yourself. You are giving yourself the forgiveness that no one else external of you can give you. I could tell you till I'm blue in the face, I forgive you. But if you don't forgive you, what's the fucking point? There isn't one. So do you believe that you are worthy of the eternal, everlasting moment of right now? And if so, how are you rewarding yourself and loving yourself in the present eternal moment of everlasting life right now in this moment? What are you doing in this moment that rewards you? Are you worrying and stressing about the future? Are you speaking death over yourself? Are you gossiping? Are you replaying old tired events from the past? What are you doing in this present moment to reward yourself as love? What are you doing to prove that you are forgiven? Because a forgiven soul would love itself. Choose righteousness. There it is. Follow the golden rule. Listen to the Most High and be kind to yourself and go. God will guide you 100%. 100%. Are you giving yourself heaven right now in this moment? Because we will know you by your fruits. We will know them by their fruits. What fruits are you reaping? Because what seeds are you sowing? Are you gossiping, arguing, sowing seeds of dissension, anger, hostility? What are you doing? What are you promoting in this present moment that you have that you are squandering? And then arrogantly arguing with the same one that's giving you that shit reality, because it's you arguing with you about yourself, giving yourself hell on earth. No one's listening. No one cares. We got you on mute. We got you on block. We don't care. Heaven isn't changing its standard. The frequency of peace is not changing its standard for you. The only one that you're angrily defying and hating is yourself. Heaven is not going to even bat an eye at your anger issues. Go somewhere with that. Peace on earth is here for the ones that are worthy of peace. Are you? Probably not. Probably not. Your words say so. Your aggression speaks volumes. The way you want war and you want pain and misery, and that's why you sow it as seeds onto other people. Shame on you. There will be no one else to have shame on. It will be yourself. The shame is not your victims. As you are a bully, you will attract more bullies into your life to cause more and more war for yourself. There is no shame for your victim. Your victim is going to be blessed by God to heal and learn how to avoid people like you, like the plague, and they will move on from you. And you will be stuck in the hell that you've created for yourself, and there will be no one looking up. No one will even offer a handout. Why? You don't deserve it. You have not truly forgiven yourself and asked the Most High God for any sort of guidance, clarity, or forgiveness. So why would holy divinity waste its time on you? Thank you, Royal Seer, because there's definitely somebody in here right now that needs to hear this message. I don't know who you are. I have a sneaky suspicion. As I channel a message like this isn't typically the type of message I would channel. So chances are I'm out here telling somebody what time it is. It's time for you to have a seat. As you go out here sowing seeds of division and hatred amongst yourselves, your life will soon show that you don't know what to sow. Your seeds are rotten. It's about to produce rotten fruit. Everyone will see it with their eyeballs. Especially those that are blessed with eyes to see and ears to hear. Anyone psychically tuned in can see from a mile away you are rotten to the core. Keep projecting that junk onto other people. Keep telling other people it's them, not you. I dare you. You're losing all the good ones out of your life, bro. All the good ones leave you. Anyone worth having, anyone with their weight in energy in gold, anybody that is actually good is about to leave your ass. You're going to be left with only rotten fruit. There's nothing wrong with that. It's called karma. It's called lessons. You'll learn. You won't be learning on my time, and you won't be learning in my live stream. You'll go elsewhere, because these messages from the Most High God, I don't always know who I'm channeling for. I just know when I start talking like this, somebody needs to hear the damn message. And you best believe that with the blackout message like this today, and you not seeing my face, that all I'm going to do is just channel right from the Holy Spirit. I don't need to look at myself. This isn't a message for me. I don't have anger in my heart. I choose peace consistently day in, day out. I choose to love my brother and my sister. I even love my enemies the way that God told me to do, honey. I picked up my cross and I followed him. What about you? What have you been doing? Huh? Have you been out here hurting innocent chosen ones and trying to convince yourself that they're not really innocent, that they work for the devil so that you can sleep well at night, so you don't have to change your behaviors, your patterns? Out here giving a modern day witch hunt, telling the holy ones that they are in fact unholy, unclean, impure. Yeah, looks like the one about to suffer is not them. Looks like that's going to be on your ass, because the holy ones are getting word from the Holy Spirit not to touch you anymore, not to be around you anymore, not to transmute your pain anymore, not to sleep with you anymore, not to listen to your mentorship anymore, not to go to your church anymore, not to give you money anymore, not to pray on your behalf anymore. Nah, quite the opposite. These holy chosen ones now, the ones that really work for the kingdom of God, the ones that are really chosen as the children of God, the ones with anointings, the ones with blessings, the ones with prosperity, the ones with divine inheritance, are being told by the real true source of love and divinity to leave your ass. And not only will they be doing that, there's no choice. They're being guided away from you, a tyrant, a bully, someone so arrogantly stuck in their ways. They want to convince innocent people that they are somehow demonic. All of these wannabe warlocks out here, these tyrants, you're godly in name only. You're no different than the Sadducees and the Pharisees during Jesus' time, honey. And he looked them right in the eyes and asked them, "Why are you persecuting me? Does it not say in your law that ye are gods? Why are you hating on me, bro?" They were upset that Jesus was healing people on the Sabbath. They were mad that Jesus was picking grain and wheat on the Sabbath. "Oh, we don't do that around here, Jesus. You should know better. You should know better. You're not allowed to heal that man on this day." Why? Because you say so? Who died and made you God, bro? Who died and made you God? Where's your spiritual experience coming from? Why should I listen to you as a mentor? Why should any of these chosen ones listen to you? Because you have a pulpit? Because you got your degree at GotJesusUniversity.com, bro? Why are we listening to you? Who died and made you God? Oh, I know that's right. Not your ego. Your ego didn't die to make you God, so we're not listening to you anymore. It's a new age, honey. And these people listen to a new source. They listen to a new teaching. They listen to a new message. Because the message a lot of these false prophets have been preaching out here and teaching consistently day in, day out. Do as I say, not as I do. Yeah, no thanks. How about we just leave your congregation and go elsewhere? Go where we're spiritually fed. So, this is a word to the wise. This is a word to any Pharisees on my channel. Woe to you, spiritual leaders. Woe to you, spiritual leaders, because shit is coming down the pike for you. And I'm going to tell you right now, as Jesus was flipping tables, I'm about to flip some right now myself. Are you ready for this? Woe to you, spiritual leaders, for you will not enter the kingdom of God. Therefore, you do not allow children of God to enter either. Let me repeat. Woe to you, spiritual leaders. You will not enter the kingdom of heaven, so you don't let us do it either. Woe to you. Shame on you. You can't access the Holy Spirit. You can't access your imagination. You are not like a child of God entering the pearly gates. You cannot enter the kingdom of heaven because you are not childlike. You're not innocent. You're not imaginative. You're not kind. You're not generous. You're overbearing and cruel and demeaning. And you call evil good and good evil. Shame on you. And there's not going to be any shame on anyone else but yourself. And that shame is coming down the pike, and it looks like karma. So woe to you, spiritual leaders. You have not accessed the kingdom of heaven. You have not allowed yourself to enter the imagination. You have not made yourself like little children, able to access imagination. So why are you out here leading anybody? Why are you out here mentoring anyone? The new world is full of leaders that have accessed their imagination. They can see clearly with eyes to see and ears to hear. They have been given the access to the kingdom of heaven. And they speak boldly as God would. They speak with conviction as any God would. They speak with love and kindness. They protect those that are innocent. They don't abuse the innocent. They protect the innocent. They give of themselves. They are servants of God. They're servants of the Most High God. And I will sing of his praises. The divine masculines that are rising up on the planet, I will sing of their praises because they're beautiful men and women. I'm a divine masculine and I'm beautiful. And I will sing of my praises. I'm beautiful. I'm talented. I'm smart. I'm wealthy. I'm taken care of. I'm loved. I'm cherished. I'm protected. I'm divinely guided. I'm chosen. I'm absolutely chosen by the Most High God. And so the confidence that is coming in for these divine masculines right now, it's going to be something that is so otherworldly, no one can understand how they got like this. It took years, honey. It took years of pain. It took years of abuse. It took years of being abused under the boot of a tyrant. It took a lot of oppression to get me in this level of confidence. It took a lot of abuse to get me here. It took a lot of tyrannical men to teach me what true love really is, honey. I had to see what true love is not, to appreciate what true love really is. Warmth, compassion. My true divine counterpart would die willingly, just like Jesus would die willingly. Leave everything behind, leave heaven behind, leave every good thing to enter hell instead, just so that I could break free from tyrannical oppression. Just so that I could break free from the chains that bind me in this 3D physical world. My true divine counterpart is Jesus Christ. The one that truly saved me is Jesus Christ. The one that will always be the one that saved me is Jesus Christ. And I will not ever hide that name. That is so beautiful. And I've been on this journey 14 years preaching that name. It's not going to stop now. I've been in love with Jesus before people even knew I loved Jesus. I was in love with the light before the light got brought, babe. I was loving the light before the light got brought. And I'll always love the one that brought me the light. I'll always love that light bringer. So, the real true divine masculines on the planet are rising up. They've got this conviction. They've got this speech that they need to get out. They need to start telling people some things, honey. They need to get real loud with it. Not mean, not cruel, just loud. You need to speak with some conviction about you, honey. You need to talk from the heart. You need to call it out for what it is. A lot of these men, you've been entertaining all the wrong crowds. The shallow, egocentric, the prideful, the rich, the boastful. You've been, sadly, as God of your reality, bolstering up them. Creating the very tyrants, the very monsters that you claim you don't even like. And your energy has just been feeding their ego consistently, day in, day out. And now they have become so oppressive, tyrannical, that you don't even know how to escape from it. It's the thing you created. It's the beast you created. You created it, Neo, in the Matrix. You sustained it. So today, I will be singing of his praises. I will be telling you how Christ saved me. And how I've been saved for quite a while. About 14 years. And no man comes to save me. No woman comes to save me. It is only God working through that man and God working through that woman that ever comes to rescue me in any fashion. Whether it's to donate money to me, to pick me up for a drive, to take me somewhere, to shelter me, it does not matter. It is always a God thing. It is not a human construct. It's not an ego thing. It's not a physical vessel thing. It's not a body that saves me. It is the Most High God channeling through anyone that allows it. So no, I'm not in the market for a man. I'm not looking for a man. I'm as single as a Pringle. I don't need a man. I need God. Always have, always will. And it's not a need. I don't need God. I have God. I don't have God. I am God. God is and all there ever will be. And that's what I am. So there is no need and there is no want. There is simply declaring and there is simply claiming it. Now, the real problem that a lot of us have is that we fear persecution for being this bold about who we are. In the same way, Jesus also was reprimanded and persecuted for knowing who he was. The man was so humble, he never even admitted it, really. Other people admitted it for him. Other people said, "You are the Christ. You are God." He was so humble, he didn't even really have to say that. So which one of you actually picked up your cross and followed Christ? Which ones? How many of you actually did it? How many of you did it when everyone was telling you, this is stupid? Why would you sacrifice yourself like that? Why would you purposely want nothing instead of all the material abundance of the world? That cushy life that you had with your soulmate, that 7-figure job. Why would you leave that purposely to go do something to be an artist? Why would you go leave so-and-so when there was food on your table to go live in your car? Why would you leave as CEO of a company to go be a prophet talking about God for 6 people? Why would you do that? Because you were told, pick up your cross and follow him. And you did. You followed him right into the pits of nothing, right into sadness, despair, heaviness, poverty, grief. You followed God right into the world of widows, the impoverished, the sick, the dying, the homeless, the addicted, the afflicted. You gave up everything you had to follow God. You gave up everything you had to follow love. When everyone around you told you that was stupid, you did it anyway. When everyone around you said that was reckless, you did it anyway. When every rich and haughty person around you so pride in their own self, in their own ego, so prideful, and they told you this is a dumb decision, you shouldn't do this, you did it anyway. You were called on. You are the chosen. You were called on to leave everything and everyone that is not love, and you did so. The ones that I am channeling for right now, you did so. You've already done so. You gave up your earthly glory, your worldly riches, so that you could have a kingdom come. You could have something higher. You shut off your 5 senses. You went within. You found God within, and you stopped seeking God without. The real true chosen ones that are hearing this message right now, and will start hearing my messages going forward, you already did what the Lord asked you to do. Consistently, day in, day out, to the point of persecution, to the point of homelessness, to the point of poverty, debt, credit card debt, in collections, eviction notices, jumping from couch to couch, getting kicked out of people's homes. You gave so much of yourself because you are a servant of the Most High God, and that's what you were instructed to do, to give of yourself. And that is what you've done. And now is the time for you to be rewarded. Now is the time for you to enter the pearly gates. Now is the time for you to realize that everlasting life is here, and it is the current present moment. And all you have to do to enter the current present moment more routinely, more regularly, is simply to let go of baggage, to simply let go of past transgressions, to let go of grudges and people that harm you, addictions that hold you back, and claim it now. Claim that forgiveness now. Forgive yourself as God would forgive you, because you are God. And when you can truly say that you have let it go and you are ready for the new, you will be in the present moment. And that is where heaven is. It is that visceral feeling in the present moment, that moment where you see love, and it brings you to tears because it's so soul enriching. Or you watch a movie and you become so enveloped in the movie that you laugh, a belly laugh that you haven't laughed in years. It's that visceral feeling of heaven in every given moment. It is truly heaven on earth, and it is within, and it is you. And you are the only one that accesses it. You are the only one that can keep yourself out of it, and you are the only one that permits yourself access into it. It is your choice and only yours. It is not your pastor's choice. It is not your mother's choice. It is not a holy book's choice either, nor are there rules for accessing heaven. The only rule to access the kingdom of heaven, the everlasting life that is this present moment, is to be as light as a feather. That is the only rule. And the only way to be as light as a feather is to repent. Truly realize that what you're doing isn't working. Somehow, what you are doing to find happiness is not working. Addictions, that is not working. Sleeping with the same man that abuses you, that is not working. Going to the same church that does not feed you spiritually, that is not working. Going to the same job that pays you pennies, that is not working. So what is going to work? Where will you find the abundance that you need to sustain yourself? Because it's not going to be extracted from a dead world. It's not going to be found in a dead world. So where is it coming from then? It has to come from the living God. It has to come from a living source. It can't come from a dead source. And this 3D physical matrix is already dead. This world is already dead. It is simply a reflection. It is simply a mirror. It's just a movie screen. What you see in front of you with your physical eyes is just a movie screen. It is already dead. You don't change a movie screen by walking up to the front of the theater and punching the movie screen and yelling at the characters to just change themselves. No. You go up into the film roll and you put a new roll in the film projector, and then you get to see a new scene play itself out. The ones that have walked away from family, you loved yourself so much as God that you walked away from your own family. You were told, love me so much that you leave even the darkness that is your family. You leave the generational curses that is your family, your bloodline, your actual physical DNA blood. Leave that family for me. Leave that family for Christ. And you did. And you consistently do it every day. You say, no, I don't want that. I don't want you. I don't want you because you don't want you. I don't care who you are. If you're my twin sister or Santa Claus, I don't want the way that you live your life, and I don't want the way that you talk to me and talk to yourself. I'm done. I'm moving on. And when God asked you to do that, you did that. Why? Because you love yourself. Therefore, God can love you. Therefore, a soulmate can love you. You love you so much that you left everything that is not love. And now you have eternal blessings coming in for that. I'll be right back. I have to pee. Doesn't sound like a typical message, but it's a sermon and I have to pee. And you're going to have to just wait if you want to hear the rest of this message. And I know you do, because this shit's good. I got to pee. So, you know what's really crazy? I just got a download about how, like, I prayed this morning. And it was the first time in a long time that I actually, I don't think I've ever actually done it yet. Today was the first time that I prayed for my divine masculine to show up in my life. Like, I know it sounds crazy because I talk about twin flames all the time. I talk about love all the time. I literally do love readings every single day for clients. So it's not, it's almost unheard of for me to say right now that I just prayed for my divine masculine to show up in my life today at 10 a.m. In fact, it was I felt such a sudden shift in my own energy in as the divine feminine, asking God, okay, God, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready for my divine counterpart, right? And literally something told me to come online and just do a live stream about what I want in a partner. And like, literally, as I'm saying everything I want in a divine masculine, somebody asked, why would you deserve that? They said, what do you bring to the table? And like, immediately, for the first time ever in my life, it was such a quick response. I bring everything to the table. I am my divine masculine. I am everything I just described. And then I went to the bathroom, and as I was walking outside, I got this download from Spirit that, like, you really don't need anyone. You are your divine counterpart. The masculine in you is the one channeling all this to begin with. The divine counterpart that you want is already here. He's already channeling through you. He's already speaking through you. He is you. He's looking through your eyeballs right now. This is him. Like, it was so clear to me that a true divine counterpart is holy and would be able to channel through me at any given moment. And so I don't need someone externally of me. I need myself. I need myself to say things like, I am rich, I'm abundant, I am healthy, I'm always safe, I'm always protected, I always land on my feet, I always win. And that is the trait of a divine masculine. A divine masculine would have that conviction to say those things and speak life over the divine feminine. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So when that person said, well, what do you bring to the table? Honey, I am the table. I'm the table and the motherfucking chairs. I don't need to prove shit to you. I don't need to prove shit to my divine masculine. I just have to prove something to myself consistently, day in, day out. I have to remember that I am him. And I will sing of his praises, and I will sing of my praises, because they're one and the same. I will sing of how amazing I am. I will talk about how amazing I am. I will think of myself as God's gift to humanity, because that is how a divine masculine would talk about me to others. You see? So I literally wrote it down in my calendar, in my little time thing, because I felt such a shift. And I finally prayed, and I finally said, okay, God, I'm ready for my true divine counterpart. I'm really ready for my true divine match now. And the shift was so sudden, and it was so big that I literally wrote it down on my calendar, because I wanted to see how long until I actually manifest him. Because the only thing that was needed was for me to admit that I'm ready. The only thing that was missing was my readiness for it. The deservingness, the deservability, the worthiness of it, that was already there. I was already worthy. I just had to say out loud to the universe, in my head and out loud, I guess, that I'm ready for it. I'm truly ready to be loved for who I am. And I'm ready to love myself for the beauty that I am. And I am my own divine masculine. And so I will sing of his praises today. I will remind myself who my divine counterpart is. And I don't care if I'm down to 0 people watching. It's not about the numbers. I don't care about the numbers. I care about getting this message out to myself and to the universe. May the universe hear my intense sincerity. May the universe hear what I claim to be. I claim to be ready for love. I claim to be love. I claim to be ready a long time ago, but I just did not know that this was the one thing I was missing, was that permission for God to deliver it. So it shifted so quickly today that I just felt I had to write down when it took place. Like I literally picked up my phone and I put it in my calendar because it was such a huge energy shift within myself that I just put myself on a new trajectory. I just literally shifted timelines by praying for my divine masculine to show up in my life today. And I know what you're thinking. Hadn't you done this before? Duh, Jenna. I mean, you're a twin flame and you're on the twin flame journey. Like, haven't you done that a million times? I've never done this before. I have never actually, with my hand in my heart, gone to God and been like, okay, God, I'm actually ready for this now. I've manifested a lot of men in my life. I've manifested a lot of high priests in my life, a lot of spiritual men, a lot of very powerful spiritual men. But I never set the intention before I manifested them to receive it. And it consistently, always receive it. This is why a lot of it, I would manifest a guy and then we'd have a breakup soon after because I couldn't get in the energy of having it, right? So I just set my intentions today to really, truly bring in my divine counterpart. And I'm honestly really kind of amazed. He's already shown up. I already saw him. I already met him. I mean, how many hours has it been? Let's see. What's that, like 3 hours? 3 hours? And I've already met him. It took 3 hours and I already met my divine counterpart. I mean, it's insane. I met him the second I started asking to receive. I met the universe in its abundance the second I said, I'm ready to receive, God. I'm ready, universe. Bless me. The second me as a divine feminine opened myself up to receive from the divine masculine, which is the universe, is the second I started receiving. And so it's going to be absolutely glorious. I'm so excited to see what the 3D physical world starts actually showing me soon, because it's already happening within. And as within, so without. So soon I will start seeing this empowered divine masculine all over the planet, all over my world, all over this matrix. I'll see it everywhere. Everyone will be this confident. Everyone will be this well-spoken. Everyone will be this articulated. Everyone in my circle will be this abundant. Everyone will be speaking life over themselves. There will be every single person in my direct circle will be this powerful. This is the standard. This is the standard. If you do not match me at my level of power, then you will not be in my friend circle. You are your top 3 friends, right? Your top 5 friends, whatever. I have time in my day for just a couple people, and very powerful people at that. I am not going to entertain those that live in lack any longer. If you have a vocabulary that ever holds the word I cannot, I wish, I hope, I can't, that does not resonate with me any longer. That is not what my true divine masculine would speak, so I know to boot you out of my life. We're elevated. We've gone a higher octave now. Now we're on a different level. So I'm not entertaining those anymore that live in lack. It's just not going to happen. I will just start manifesting you out of my life. And I really don't care where I go. I really don't care if I live under a bridge. I don't care where I go. I am going to be provided for. I'm going to be taken care of. I'm going to be protected by the Most High God. I will always have money in my bank account. I will always be free to go anywhere I want to go. I always have enough money to keep me safe and provided because I work for God. God works for me. I'm always taken care of. I don't need a man's money. I don't need a man. I need God. I need myself as my man. And then when I feel so confident within that I make the perfect divine masculine for myself, that is when I will speak boldly and confidently like I have today, and I will be manifesting very powerful divine masculines in my immediate 3D surroundings. It is going to happen. It's inevitable. That is how it works. It is the law. It is the law of the universe. If you speak like this enough times and you speak with some conviction and you claim this shit as God, it has to come in. There's no other way around it. So I'm ready to be powerful. I'm ready to see the power of the divine masculine. I'm ready to see powerful divine masculines rising up. And I'm first and foremost seeing it within myself, and I'm eager for that. I'm so excited to see that. I will always be taken care of. The God that works through you will be here to help me in some way, to offer me words of wisdom, to give me a pat on the back, sometimes to donate, sometimes to just give energetically by sitting here and thanking me. Thank you, Jenna. This message is amazing. That's what I need to hear. But whatever it is, it's God though. And it is God that works through you because it is God that works through me. And I will not entertain anything less. And God is my witness right now. God's always been my witness. When I was speaking death over myself and I was speaking poverty over myself, God was my witness then too. But now I speak abundance. Now I speak health. Now I speak prosperity. And God is yet again my witness. So I will be bringing into my physical reality powerful, opinionated, loving people that understand their true connection to source as source. And there will be no stopping it. There's too much momentum. There's too much strength. There's too much power in my voice right now. There is no stopping this. This is all that exists for me, is God. All that exists right now is the Most High God delivering exactly what I asked for. I asked for my divine counterpart to step it up, and wouldn't you know, he is. Isn't that gorgeous? I thought I would share that with you. Sorry about that. Okay. So, I would love to get to know somebody in here. Is there anybody in here? Hi, guys. I hope you're doing well. Today is not the day that you get to see my face because it's just not one of those days. I actually really like this message, though. I kind of like this blackout message. I might start doing more channeled messages this way. I liked it. I like not... my face sometimes is so beautiful that it just gets in the way. And I can't stop staring at myself. So this is kind of better. You can hear the message. You don't get distracted by my beauty. Anyway, pure love essence, so true. I walk away. People that include family can't truly love, respect, and believe me. Now I'm just me and it's okay. There it is, girl. There it is. That's why I love you so much. That's why I'm able to love you as much as I do, because you love you that much. You can only meet people as deeply as they've met themselves, But I'm just really excited to see what the universe brings me next, because it's just, oh my God, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I mean, I don't know where I'm going to go. I have no idea. In a matter of days, I will be leaving this Airbnb, and I have no idea. No clue where God is taking me. But it's going to be great. I know that much. It's going to be beautiful. I'm going to have a roof over my head, people that love me, money in my bank account, food in my stomach. I'm going to be taken care of. I'm going to be always taken care of. God always takes care of me. I always land on my feet because why not? I've done what God asked me to do. I left comfortable situations for the last 14 years, ever since I met God 14 years ago. I have left brutal and also just sometimes very just comfortable situations because I knew that it wasn't love. And I was told the promised land exists. The land of milk and honey is real, Jenna. You just cannot keep being around people that have never seen it. And so I had to go without. I had to leave everybody behind. I had to be alone and isolated. And I had to be a hermit. I had to be a monk. I basically couldn't hang out with anybody. Oh, I'm still here and I love your vibration today. Thank you, baby. I love you. Thank you for being here. You are such a beautiful sister of mine. I love you. I love you, honey. I don't think we have to be alone anymore, guys. It just doesn't have to be like that. Not anymore. We removed everybody that was not aligned with us. We went within. The goal of being isolated, the goal of being in the dark night of the soul, I mean, if you think about it, maybe we didn't know at the time what the goal was, but looking back, we knew the goal was to separate ourselves from every person, place, and thing that was causing distortion. All it was temporary. But so many of us, we thought the dark night of the soul was going to be permanent. I'm here to tell you, this doesn't feel very permanent to me. It feels like it's over. I don't know. It doesn't feel the same. I don't feel sad. I don't feel depressed. I know some people could look at my outside circumstance and think that it should cause depression, but I'm not depressed. I'm not sad. I'm certainly not hopeless. So, I think it's over. I think the dark night of the soul is over. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, babe. You're so beautiful. I know it will be wonderful and wow factor. Then just beautiful for you. Your next place to live, and you will have so much food. I can't wait. I see my fridge. I'm opening the double doors to my beautiful stainless steel fridge right now, and I just see so much healthy food and just like, oh my God, food. Never having to wonder again, will I be able to eat this week? Am I going to have a roof over my head? Knowing that I did the hard work to get here. I went within. You went within. When everyone in your friend circle and your family said, no, we don't do that. You said, no, you don't do that. Correction. You don't seek God within yourself, but that does not mean I should not seek God within myself. Like Jesus said, woe to you spiritual leaders, for you will not access the kingdom of heaven within. So you do not allow these children of God to access the kingdom of heaven within either. False prophets, man. It's over. It's over. You will never listen to false prophets again. You went through the desert. You went through the wilderness. You found the one teacher that teaches you all things. Why would you ever listen to falsities again? Why would you ever listen to lies again? You were tempted in the desert, just like Jesus was. The devil offered you shit as well, and you said no. So why now, when life is about to get good for you, would you throw that away? right? Why, when you're about to have heaven on earth, would you now take the devil at his word? You didn't then when you had no hope. Why would you do it now? You're this close to having everything you've ever wanted. Why would you throw that away? Oh, I believe you. Your angels are making sure everything is going to be great very soon once you're out of this hotel that you win. Yes. Thank you, baby. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't have to know how. I just have to know that it is already taken care of. It's already handled. Wherever I'm going, it's beautiful because I'm beautiful. Whoever I'm going to meet soon, they're going to be amazing because I'm amazing. They're going to speak life because I speak life. Whatever is coming next for me is going to be glorious because I have done the work and I have spoken glory over my life. I speak life over my finances. I speak life over my friends. I speak life over my channel. I speak life over my health, my body. I speak life over my relationships. Therefore, this next phase for me is going to be absolutely glorious. No one has to believe this but me. I'm the only one that has to live it. It's not a you thing. It's not, oh, let me prove to you guys that I'm going to be okay. Why? It's irrelevant. I don't care. It's not a you thing. It's a me thing. I'm the one that has to believe it. I'm the one that has to believe my next phase is going to be glorious because I'm doing the work now. Right? But you are making it you. Exactly. It should be me. It should all be me. And it should all be you in your reality. So make it yourself. We are going to have abundance if we say we're going to have abundance. It's going to be scary and terrifying if we say it's terrifying. It is what you make it. It's all about you. Thank you for being here, Pure Love Essence. I love you, honey. I know you're connected to angels. I can feel it. And I love that you're here. It's so much easier to channel with you in here. Thank you for being here. What does KSH stand for? I believe in myself. I believe that if this world were only evil, we would have all been consumed by evil so far. World War III would have already broken out. I believe that there is a source that is good. Wow. I once dated a guy, and he told me about Kashi. Kashi. I've never heard of Kashish, but I've heard of Kashi. Interesting. What do you believe in? Do I know you? Have I ever met you before? Wow, this is pretty fun. I think I like you. I like your vibe. Maybe in my past life. Maybe. Maybe. But I'm not sure. I just know that I'm excited for what this next phase of my life is. I've never been so alone. I've never been so scared. in that I maybe don't know what it holds, but I've also never been more confident that I don't have to be scared. It's kind of a catch-22. It's like, though the fear exists, it's also so much easier to get out of it than I ever have before. I don't know. It's like, I know that the fear is there. I know that that feeling of like, oh shit, what's next? Like that looms in the air, right? But it's just so much easier not to choose that. Yeah, that's why I felt something. Why so scared? Now I'm here. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you are. It's funny. The guy that I loved, it was very deep love. He actually saved me from a cult. That guy. He was so amazing. I was stuck in a cult, a religious cult, and he showed up one day. He was not actually supposed to be there. It was a very VIP select group, and it was closed off. Nobody was really in or out. It was a very, very stuffy, kind of elite group. Anyway, he got invited in the group because the leader of the cult was just happened to meet him outside of the group and invited him in. And I was the only girl in there, and I was basically tormented because of my spiritual beliefs. These were a lot of religious people that did not like how spiritual I was, and so I was abused every single day in that group. But I couldn't get out of it. I couldn't figure out what was happening to me. And I was basically a sacrifice. I was being used as a sacrifice in that group. And this guy comes in, the guy that I said, his name was Karashi. Well, that wasn't his real name, but anyway. He found me in there. And I remember there were about 8 moderators in that group, and they were all men. And they would just abuse me constantly in front of everybody. There's about maybe 30 people. It was like a small little church. And they would just constantly talk about how I'm not worth anything. And this guy shows up one day, and I heard it in his voice. I heard the power in his voice. And he spoke up, and some of the friends of the guy that brought him in, the leader, had like 8 moderators, and it was kind of like a Discord. So it was we could all talk. It was all vocal. You could talk and you could text, and it was an online group. And this new guy started speaking up, and he was like, "Hey guys, how you doing? Great to be here. Thanks so much for inviting me. How are you?" And he was just so confident in himself. And the guys started attacking him. What the hell is he doing here? Nobody wants this guy here. Why'd you invite this dude? What the fuck? Get him out of here. And the leader of the group was like, "Dude, he's cool, chill. He's staying. I'm going to let him be in here a little while. Like, shut up. I want to hear what he has to say." And the guy was just so adamant about his healing. And he was a Reiki practitioner. This man that showed up. We'll call him, we'll say his name was Sean, okay? And he showed up, Sean, and he was a Reiki healer. And up to this point, I hadn't spoken yet. I hadn't spoken up because I knew I was going to be attacked for talking to him, so I didn't say anything. But I kept listening to him, and he would tell all of these leaders, "Who the fuck are you, bro? Who are you? Like, you want me to leave? I'll leave, but you didn't invite me in, so, like, fuck off." And he had this confidence about him. And I swear the whole room could feel his confidence. It was just pure confidence. And it made me feel confident for the first time in about a year. I was in there a year, and I didn't know what else to do, so I just word vomited. I just said hi. I'm Jenna. Hi, nice to meet you. Hi. Wow. It is so great to meet you. I could tell you're a healer, and I love you. And you probably don't want to be here, sir. Listen. There's only room enough for one witch in here, and it's not you, okay? You're going to get attacked a lot. And he goes, whoa, Jenna. Huh. Jenna, is that your name? Hi. Oh, they can attack me all they want, honey. It's all right. How are you? What are you doing in here? And he started just defending me in front of the entire group. He spent so much time with me, and just in front of everybody, and they all shut up. Everybody shut up. They didn't interrupt us. They were just like, there was crickets. This man just started talking about witchcraft and the Bible and Jesus and me and how I was beautiful, and wow, your voice, I love what you're about. So like, why are you in here? He's like, this group, what the hell? Why are you in here? This doesn't seem like your type of place, honey. And I was like, oh, well, you know, sometimes I try to protect the people in here from getting bullied. And, you know, I don't know why I'm here anymore, to be honest. And he's like, wow, like, honey, if you want, you can come join my group. I have a Discord platform. Like, I have all of it over there. Like, you want to come and hang out with people who are cool, like, you just let me know, okay? And I was like, what, really? And then all hell broke loose, girl. World War III. That's when everybody said, oh, hell no, he's not coming in here taking her out of here. What the hell? Get this motherfucker out of here. And oh, man, it was wild. I could not even believe it was happening. But he held his own. He was like, listen, I didn't come in here to start a war. I came in here to be love. I love you. I love her. So you should be choosing love and loving me, man. And he had this level of confidence that I've never seen before. And anyway, I went to go join his group, and he single-handedly broke me out of that cult. Jenna is one beautiful soul. Thank you. Thank you. You are too. You're very beautiful, and I can see it. I can feel it. And I really thank you for being here. You're reminding me of this beautiful man that saved me about a year ago. I started going into his group, and I met all his friends and stuff, and he put me on such a pedestal in front of everybody. Like, I had never been admired like that. Like, I'd go into his group, and he'd be like, hey, everybody, this is Jenna. And I had been beaten down so much that I didn't really think of myself as anything. I had zero self-esteem, really. And he would just be like, isn't she so beautiful? And he would talk about me in front of his friends, like, God, she's gorgeous. This girl, I can't get over her. Look at her. This is amazing. And I just didn't like myself because of what they had done to me for a whole year in that group. And anyway, he got my phone number. We started talking. We video chatted. We fell in love. He and we fell madly in love. And I was homeless. I had just got evicted from my apartment. It was so hard to pay for my bills anymore because of what they had done to me in that group. My self-esteem and my self-worth just tanked. And I couldn't afford my bills anymore. And so he told me that I should come live with him in Arizona. And I lived in Virginia. So it was like a 2,000-mile trip. And oh, it was a lot. It was a lot. And I did it though. I did it. I fell so madly in love with this guy. I drove all the way to Arizona, and we get there. I get there, and we have the time of our lives. The most beautiful, divine connection. I had never seen a man more powerful in my entire life. And it was so intense that everyone in the neighborhood knew about us. His family, his friends, everyone knew. Everyone on his platform knew. His neighbor knew. His neighbor was in love with him. And she had a key to his place and would show up just unannounced at his house while I was living there. And she would just barge in unannounced. And one day she told me, nobody wants you here. You're not welcome here. You're ugly. We don't trust you. You're probably some just like abuser or something. We don't trust you. You need to leave. This is not the place for you. The whole neighborhood wants you out of here. You and him are not meant to be. You're not gonna be together anymore. She started saying things like, you can be friends with him, but you're not going to be intimate with him ever again. You're done. You're done being with him, and you're leaving. And I knew that she was something powerful because she had a lot of backing behind her. She was in some sort of coven herself, and it was powerful. And I was too weak to defend myself. So I back then, I was so weak-minded. I believed her. I believed when she told me I was nothing and that he didn't want me. And she would plant these seeds of doubt in my head. And I believed it. And so I ended up leaving, and I went to go live in my car, and I became homeless. And I never saw him again. The last day I was there, he wanted to protect me from her, so he gave me $500 and packed my stuff and put it in my car for me and told me to never come back. And he gave me a letter. He gave me a goodbye letter, and he apologized, and he gave me $500, and I never saw him again. And it shattered me. It broke my heart because I knew at a soul level who he was to me. And it really just, I allowed one woman's opinion to mold my life that drastically. I could have fought back. If I would have been stronger in the mind, if I would have known then what I know now, I wouldn't have ever let her torture me like that. But she was able to infiltrate my mind and tell me things that I didn't want to believe. And unfortunately, I never got to see him again. And your name, I asked, what does KSH stand for? And you said Kashi, I think it. And he told me that his soul, he knew his soul's name, and his soul's name was Karashi. And I remember that was so beautiful because he was so open-minded, he was so spiritual. And it was just, our love was so important, and it was so strong that everyone wanted to tear us apart, and they were able to. And I had to go on this journey all by myself to get stronger on my own, so that I didn't take on other people's projections anymore. So that when other women tell me things like, you don't deserve that guy, you don't deserve that money, you don't deserve those good looks, you don't deserve that new house, you don't deserve that car, you don't deserve this, I can look at them and laugh in their face and say, I'm sorry, who are you? Let's love again. Okay, Teal. Okay. Sure. Why not? I love love, and you do too. Tell me a bit about yourself. Kashish. And you are love, yes. Yes, that is correct. Yes. I love you. What makes you so ready to love? That's what I want to know. What makes you ready for love? That's beautiful. So you've turned away everything that is not love? Oh, yes. And the best karma is living your best life. I love you. Pure love essence. I love you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Kind of. What's got you stuck then? What's got you stuck, Kashish? Can I call you Cash? Can I call you Cash? K-A-S-H. Cash. Because I have to keep going up to scroll up to look at your real name because I keep getting it mixed up with the guy that I was with before. I keep the name I keep getting mixed up. I love you. So Cash, what's got you so stuck? I loved how that man just knew my soul. That was truly the most beautiful experience of my life. He shouldn't have even been there. I don't even know how he was invited in. It was a closed group. It was very stagnant. It was suffocating. I don't know how he was allowed in that coven. But I just knew. Just hearing his voice one time, I just knew who he was. I knew what he was, and I knew who he was. And they all did too. That's why they got so mad the second he showed up. He hadn't even done anything yet. And he was triggering the demons in there like it was just insane. But I wasn't strong enough. I wasn't mentally strong enough to survive what everybody was telling me. Jenna, you're not leaving. You ain't shit. He doesn't want you. Stay here. I don't know what you're thinking. You're not good enough to be over there. He doesn't want you. And I just kept telling myself, no, he does though. He does. I believe it. I believe what I'm feeling. I believe what I'm seeing. Something, not sure what, but something very pure because of you. Universe planned everything for you. You're right. It's so pure, isn't it? It originated from within. Cash. It's not a you thing. You're only in my life right now because I just manifested you. I literally just this morning told God that I'm ready for divine love. I prayed this morning at 10 a.m. And then I went on a live stream and I started talking about all the traits that I want in a divine partner. And then I realized I am my divine partner. I'm the one that loves myself unconditionally. I'm the one that provides for myself. I'm the one that protects myself energetically. I'm the one that when people make fun of me, I say, no, that's a you thing. That's not me. I'm beautiful. When people try to tell me I deserve to be homeless for the rest of my life, I say, no, that's your belief. That's not my reality. Maybe I did too. Maybe you did too, yeah. I manifested you, I'm sure of that. I manifested you. I readied myself. I prepared myself. I told God that I'm ready. I told the universe, I am ready. No one can tell a soul that. I waited for you. I believe you. I believe you. I can feel your heart. I can see your heart right here. I'm in love with your soul. I love your soul so much. That divine love that I had a year ago, that was taken from me. But I allowed it to be taken. I allowed a bitter, cynical old witch, jealous and spiteful. I allowed her to tell me who I am and what I deserve. Because she believed that she did not deserve love. I didn't get to experience it either. No. No. I have been on this journey a long time since that witch told me who I was not. And I'll tell you, I now know what I deserve. Oh, I deserve the very best, Cash. Are you the very best? Because I deserve you then. And I love you. I can't wait to love you. What do you want in life, Cash? I am part of you. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are me. You are me. There's no separation between us. That's why I deserve you. I'm worthy of you. There is no separation. I am you. No one can steal you from me. Only I can give you away. Only I can push you away. Only I can say, I'm not worthy. And if this morning I said I am worthy, then who is to tell me I'm not? If God is for you, who can ever be against you? We found us. Exactly. Exactly. I went on this long journey, homeless, this whole time. Ever since that lady told me I don't deserve a man that loves me like that. No, I did. I did. And he did love me. And he did choose me. And I was his everything. And I was enough. And I was beautiful. And I was worthy and deserving then. I could have rejected it. I could have fought for it. And I could have said, honey, that's you. You're the one that doesn't get to have him. He's the one choosing me, not you. So I get it if you're upset, but you should really take that up with somebody who gives a shit. That's what I should have said. But I was so weak back then. I was so scared of women like that. The women that believe they're powerful because they have an entire coven of cackling hens. They have all these other women who will go to war against you, gossiping about you. And really, at my worst, at rock bottom, I was envied. That should really say something. Yes! Thank you, Cash. That's what I was literally just channeling. I literally just gave a message about be here in the present moment and everlasting life. Where are you at, Cash? Where do you live? Never cry for the past. Never. Never again. I have right now, and God loves me right now in this moment. I am loved so eternally. Right now in this moment. God has sent me something so beautiful right now to remind me of the most beautiful time of my life. To remind me that once again I am loved, and I will always be loved, and I will always be chosen. I will always be pursued. I will always be wanted. India, not too far. No. What's that, walking distance? You're right here in my heart right now, so. Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah, I know what you meant. We are one now. Exactly. Exactly. I love you. I always have, and I always will, Cash. There's so much goodness about to happen for us. Because I am still in my PJs. I didn't even wash my hair. I haven't even gotten out of bed yet. I've just been doing this channeled message because I wanted to just get this out. And I feel so ugly today. I'm on my period. So hello. It's not really so dark, is it? You're kind of making things a little bit brighter for me today. I have to pee again already, and I just peed. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't showered. I just literally haven't even left my bed. Thank you. It's really great to meet you. I had channeled those messages about how heaven, the everlasting life, the present moment is the only heaven we have. And that most people can't access heaven because they're not high enough vibrationally. They're holding on to grudges, they're holding on to things that isn't right. And so I just wanted you to know that you're literally proof positive that manifestation is real. I manifested you in like a matter of an hour. So thank you. But I'm excited. It's like to claim it, to just know I'm worthy of this. I'm worthy of happiness. I'm worthy of joy. I'm worthy of everything that this life has to offer. And I was beautiful then. I was worthy then of that love. Sometimes you just need to go through the darkness alone. You need to go through the wilderness, you know? I'm also worthy now, yes. You are. I love you. Gotta go through the darkness alone sometimes, you know? I look at women like that now, that woman, you know? And I just see bitter. I see a woman who could never let love in. And she's angry at her wasted youth. And I don't see her as a villain anymore. I just see her as a woman that didn't know how to crack the code and figure it out. Didn't know how to love herself despite all of her flaws, like I can. I can love myself with morning breath, unwashed hair, just pennies to my name. I can love myself in every single aspect of myself. And she couldn't love herself that way. And hurt people, you know? But since your name is just like him, it's ironic that you guys share the same name in a way, because it's really reminding me about this whole journey that from start to finish, I was the one that rejected love. I was the one that believed her. She said the whole neighborhood hated me, and I agreed. She said he could never love somebody like you, and I believed it. I think all I want to do for the rest of my life is accept love and then show people how to do it too. I just want to show other women how to keep nasty women like that out of their head. I want to encourage men like him to keep being loud and proud about who he is. Even when there's 10 men coming at him with pitchforks, I want to show him, you're so beautiful. I love it when you talk like that. I love it when you defend the innocent. I love it when you speak up for people who can't speak up for themselves. I love it. I love when you speak with conviction and you go up against Goliath as David, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. I want front row seats to that bitch. I want to see every man on the planet be what that man was. He liberated me. He freed me. Truly. His love was so unconditional. It was so pure. It was real. He saved me truly from a cult, and I'm not kidding when I say that. That man was 1 in a million, and I was worthy of it then. But I let bitter women convince me that I don't deserve to have a man that loves me like that. Because they don't have a man that loves them like that. And I'm not going to ever fall for that again. You know, Jen, at the moment, living in India now, get on top places to live now. He was a messenger. Emmanuel, why are you crying? Oh. I'm just remembering how beautiful this man was. There was a man in my life about a year ago who saved me from a cult. And I guess I never really thought about him much in the last year. Ever since we broke up, I've been homeless. I was living in my car. I ended up finding myself in a women's shelter. I'm only now in this emergency small little hut for just a couple more days. I don't know where I'm going after this. And it's okay because I know I'm going somewhere great. I don't know where. I don't know how. But I do know God. And I know I'll be okay. I'm always okay. God's always got me. But this guy in here, his name's Cash. He's reminding me of this guy that I was with a year ago that saved me from, I don't even know what it was. It was like witchcraft. It was like, I don't know. It was a spell of sorts. I'm not sure. It was the most intense love I'd ever seen. And I'm just looking back because I'm reminiscing at all my growth and how I will never let women ever again convince me what I'm worthy of. I will never let this world tell me how much money should be in my bank account, what kind of man I should be with, what kind of car I should drive, if I should drive a car, if I should be in a shelter. I'll never let anybody again tell me what no. No, I make the rules. I tell myself what I'm worthy of. I tell myself I'm worthy of more and more and more, and God, show me more and more and more. I don't let people dictate my life anymore. And it's the most liberating moment. I've never felt like this before. It's so beautiful. And I thank you, Cash, for being here, because just meeting you just now, it's like reminding me like, oh my God, I've changed so much. I'm really truly different. I'm a new creation in Christ, you know? Why are you crying? I'm just happy. I'm just happy. It's time to experience that love again. Yes. It is. I'm ready. I had someone recently tell me that I'm not ready for a relationship. He just wanted to hook up. He's like, you're not ready for a relationship. Just hook up with me and we can have fun and that's it. And I was like, who are you to tell me what I'm ready for? Who are you to tell me what I'm interested in my life with my body? Who are you to tell me anything? And it was like the most liberating moment. I felt so empowered as a woman, because here this man was propositioning me because he thought I was desperate. He thinks I'm scared and about to just give everything up because I have nowhere to go. So he propositioned me and told me that I'm a wreck and I'm not really that good, but he wants to see what all the fuss is about. That's what he said, literally. He said, you're kind of a train wreck, but we could still hook up. No thanks. I'll keep the train wreck to myself, thank you. I just see myself as so different. It's actually kind of the most powerful I've ever been. I'm the most powerful I've ever been. And I'm only going to get stronger, and I'm only going to get more powerful, and I'm only going to get more bold and more beautiful and more magnetic and charismatic and psychic and divine and beautiful. And oh my God, I'm only going to get better. I'm only going to get richer. I'm only going to get better. Like, that's it. There's only better from here. I don't go worse. I don't do worse. I only speak life over myself and the universe listens to me. I speak once and the universe listens. I speak one time and God hears me. I speak one time. I speak life over myself and the universe itself parts the Red Sea to get me what the fuck I want and what I need. That's how I am now. So yeah, Cash, you're a living testament to how quick it is for me to manifest. I literally prayed this morning at 10 a.m. and I said, God, I am so ready for my divine masculine, a true divine masculine to step up, show up for me. I'm ready. I don't know if it's you. It's not a man. It's not a woman. It's not a person. It's an energy. It's me. I am my own divine masculine. I am ready to step up for myself. And so it was so life-changing. It was such a moment of like, whoa, girl, that's powerful, that I actually wrote it down in my phone. I wrote down on the calendar when I said it, because I wrote 10 a.m. the prayer about my divine masculine, because I knew that it was powerful and I knew I was about to manifest somebody today. Because why? Because I speak one time and the universe listens. Once. I'm the only one that says yay or nay to all of it. This is what I teach you guys. You are God. You are God of your reality. This is a video game. This is a simulation. You're in the matrix and you get to decide the rules. You speak one time and the universe listens. It will roll out the red carpet to bring to you the person that you're meant to be with. I don't care where on the planet they are. You're going to have it instantaneously. You're here from India. Yet you're right here with me right now. Right? I claim it right now in the present moment. I claim love right now in the present moment. So I have just never seen myself this bold, this powerful before. And it's actually kind of like, wow. Like, I knew I was this strong, but not really. I didn't know. I knew, but I didn't know. I knew I had it in me. I just didn't know that I could vocalize it like this, so. I like that smile on you. Thank you. Wow, see, you manifested true DMs here within minutes. Exactly. Exactly. Right. We don't need anybody else. We need ourselves. We don't need outside interfere. I don't need anybody but me. You don't need anybody but you. You're the one that tells the universe, okay, I'm ready, or okay, I'm not ready. It is that simple. A year ago, I told God I'm not ready, and we broke up, that guy and I. And then I went a whole year in the desert, quite literally. I was in the Arizona desert. I was going through the wilderness. I was going through the dark night of the soul. I had to learn. Why, Jenna? Why do you believe when women tell you you're not worthy of something? Why do you believe them? When trolls on the internet tell you that you're not shit, why do you believe them? Why, when someone projects something onto you like poverty and homelessness, why do you believe them? Why can't you instead believe what God says? Why can't you instead believe what you say? And I had to go an entire year homeless, learning this lesson so that I could eventually never again allow anyone inside my brain that doesn't pay rent there. I don't need to listen to any woman, any coven. I don't care if there's 8 billion women on the planet in some sinister witch coven trying to come after me. It does not matter. It has zero power over me. I don't care how many people send evil eye. I don't care how many jealous witch bitches want to send something my way. It's not going to happen. I'm the one that determines yay or nay. That's it. And I really want to teach you girls this. You're the only one that determines whether or not you're ready for love. Not some guy. They will always cheapen you, honey. You need to raise your prices. You need to raise your value. Because there's going to be a lot of people out here who try to say something like, you're not really that great. You're not really that special. Look at your life the way it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lowball you. And I'm going to be like, okay, well, we could do this, but like, don't go crazy. No. Raise your prices and then raise interest. Add interest to that, babe. There are going to be a lot that try to cheapen you. A lot that try to say your value is set at a certain level. No. They're just cheap motherfuckers that can't afford you. That's it. That's all it is. They can't afford you. So they're hoping that you don't know your worth. Bye. I'm not desperate. I'm not desperate, and you're not touching this. Period. End of story. You don't have enough. You literally could not afford me if you tried. I don't care if you have billions of dollars, you can't afford this. Hi, Daniel. I'll be with you when you go through it. Hi, Junior. I like that smile on you. Thank you. Thank you. You really do add a nice little energy here, Cash. And I love having you here. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. And I thank you because you just reminded me that true love is possible. And it's coming. It's coming for me because, well, it has to. Because I say so. And because I claim it. Right? And Daniel, in the way that you say that you're about to be homeless and you're claiming it, that's exactly what's going to happen. You are God, and so you're creating homelessness for yourself because you're claiming it. Is that what you really truly want? Because it looks like that's what the universe wants to give you. If you want something different, claim something different. Right now, nothing is more beautiful than you. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I haven't even showered yet, honey. Look at my hair. This was the outfit I was wearing yesterday. I fell asleep in it. I didn't even want to do a live stream. I haven't even brushed my teeth yet. Oh God. I literally, all I did was turn on a pot of coffee and that's it. That's it. That's all I could accomplish this morning. Jenny manifests a person from India. India is very high vibe. It was literally heaven and earth. Oh, I like your soul. I like yours too, Cash. I really do. I think you're beautiful. And I thank you for being here. You're so awesome. I'm excited to see what this next chapter is for me. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't have to know the how. I just have to know that God, I have to know who. I don't have to know how, I have to know who. And I will sing of his praises. His praises. My divine masculine's praises. My praises. I am my divine masculine. I am him. I was the one taking me through the desert. I was the one taking me through the wilderness. When Jesus was tempted in the desert by the devil, he kept saying no. He kept rejecting it. And just like that, I did too. The devil would keep saying shit to me like, you're really not anything though, Jenna. I mean, look at you. Look at your bank account. That's nothing. No man would want you like that. Look at you, plus size. Men want a size 2. They don't think you're pretty. No one would think you're pretty. Look at your rags. You're wearing clothes you've had for like 6 years. Like, no one would want that. I want that. I love me. I love me. It's just fabric. It's literally just cloth. I love me. My bank account doesn't determine my worth. I love me. I love me thick. I love looking at my thighs and my belly and honey, I do not have a problem making love to myself. I do not. I worship myself in the mirror. I look at myself and I tell myself that I am gorgeous the way I am. So I had to tell the devil to fucking kick rocks. I had to tell Every Tom, Dick, and Harry, from here to kingdom come, I had to say, you're the real one full of shit. You're the one that can't afford me and tries to cheapen what I am because your cheap ass can't have me. Sounds like a you problem, bro, not a me problem. Sounds like you need to figure out your life choices and get it right with Jesus. I'm going to skedaddle. I'm going to see my way out. Sometimes it's lonely. It's a lonely road like that sometimes. But you know what? I'd much prefer be alone than to be lonely. And sometimes in some of these partnerships, I was so lonely. The man that I was with treated me like absolute scum. And you get to a point where you're like, I would feel less alone single than I do with you on a date. Oh, God. You just really learn who you are. The hard knocks. You learn who you are in the wilderness. And I'm telling you guys, the wilderness is over. We're about to enter the promised land. It's here. It's here. All you have to do is claim it. The promised land is here, babe. Heaven is here. It has been here. That's what Jesus was trying to tell us. The kingdom of heaven is within you. That's what Jesus was trying to say. It's already here now. All you have to do is claim that shit. All you have to do is claim that you're rich. All you have to do is claim that you're sexy. All that you have to do is claim that you're wanted. All you have to do is claim that you're married. Right? Claim you're employed. That you got that job. Claim your family is healthy. All you have to do is claim it. That's it. A lot of men in the world love you, Jen, because they love women like you as your true size. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes, honey. See, and that is actually one thing that, well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. For all my plus size ladies out there, any girl with a little more cushion for the push, I'm going to tell you something right now. If you've never been with a man, honey, let me tell you, though there have been a lot of people that have said my entire girl, I came out with a pudge. I came out with a belly. My mom told me I came out plus size, okay? I've been overweight my entire life, and I will tell you one thing, honey. Men, ooh, honey. Oh, babe, let me tell you, that has never been a problem. Oh, quite the opposite. Oh, quite the opposite. It's never been an issue, and it will never be an issue. The only issue is they can't keep their hands off it. That's really the issue. So it's all about what you determine, not what society says, not what my mom said, not what Jenny Craig said. Girl, I was on a diet at 7 years old, and you know what? I still thought I was beautiful. I still defied every single person that told me otherwise. I still listened to that still small voice in my head and said, you know what, but there's nothing wrong with you, though. There isn't. Fucking facts. There's nothing wrong with me. You don't like it? Avert your eyes. Go somewhere, unsubscribe. It's that easy. It really is. It's like it's so easy. A caveman can do it. So go ahead, hit that little white X up there. You just hit X and you go about your day. This is what I realized. This is what I learned early on. A man looking for a size 2 is not about to hit me up. He's not blind. A man looking for a size 2 could go find a fucking size 2. A man who wants a woman with a little more cushion for the pushing, he'll call me. And I had to learn this also recently. I just dumped an ex-boyfriend of mine who didn't like me because I swear. Ugh, whatever. I'm not fucking stopping that for anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't give a shit. He didn't like me because I swore, and he said I wasn't for him. I'm not his type. So, okay, there's the door. Bye. So I broke up with him a couple weeks ago. And that's it. Like, I'm not going back. And it's like the same way that I love myself unconditionally enough to say, so what? I have a potty mouth every once in a while. I make up for that in a lot of other ways. And if you can't appreciate that, there's the door. Really. So much for unconditional love, huh? It has to be unconditional or I'm not doing it. If it's conditional, I'll love you, but bye. Bye, boy, bye. See you later. See you never. Go find someone else. Go find a nun. Okay? Go find a saint, a holy woman that will never, ever, 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 ever speak out of turn. Go find someone that is so submissive that it's off-putting, honestly. So I said, I love me more than that. So I got this emergency shelter here. I got this Airbnb, and it was very costly. It took every single dollar I had to get here, except $6 in my bank account. I loved me that much that I knew if I loved me and put every dollar I had to invest in me, God would somehow reward me for it. I knew it. I knew it. I did it with every intention of receiving money back. I know that the universe will provide for me. And in a couple days when I leave, I don't know where I'm going, but I do know that I chose love. And so love chooses me. I chose myself as God. And so God chooses me as God. Do you see? Sometimes, honey, you got to be the first one to take that risk. Sometimes you got to be the one that does something so drastic, so radical, that people don't even know what unconditional love is until they see you choose you. And sometimes that is how it is. Hi, Megan. I see a lot of praise from you for India. You'll be shocked that a lot of men want to marry you there because they see you as a real woman. Oh, that's beautiful. Until mid-19th century, plus-size women were seen as the most beautiful. Right. That's what I'm saying. Because we're thick, honey. Because we're thick. I love us like this. Proves we're a real woman and we love some calories. Ain't nothing wrong with it. If you're healthy, ain't nothing wrong with it. I love it. I love myself. I love my body. I love the way I am. I love my personality. I love me so much that I want to share myself with others. I want to share myself with the world. I want everybody to know how amazing I am because that's how great I am. Before, I was a hermit and I absolutely was a recluse. I was so scared to be anything. I was scared to show who I was. I was scared to talk about my beliefs and put myself out there because I just didn't think I was that great. I thought, well, what do I have to offer the world? Nothing. Nobody wants to hear me. But I want to hear me. And if I want to hear me, I assume you want to hear me. I make some damn sense, honey. When I speak, that shit makes sense. It's funny. Okay? It's entertaining. So if I entertain myself by talking to my damn self all day, invisibly, behind the scenes, I'm going to put myself in front of a camera and say the same thing, but say it for you guys. Why not? If I love me so much that I fell in love with myself in the silence, then I should be out there broadcasting who I am and have you fall in love with me too. Why not? I'm beautiful. I'm amazing. I'm talented. I'm smart. I'm sexy. I'm sophisticated. I'm perfect the way I am. So what we need to do, ladies, is we need to stop thinking that our value is somehow attached to what you're wearing, the number on the scale, how much money's in your bank account. Stop with that. Stop with that. Really. Where you live, if you have a car, if you don't have a car, if you have a house, if you have a degree, like, come on. Come on. We really need to get over that shit. And we need to start believing that everyone deserves unconditional love. Every single one of us. And there is a match to every single one of us too. Like, there will be a divine counterpart coming in for me. I already know what's happening. I can feel it already coming in now. I feel it now. I claim it now. I see it now. I see true love showing up right now for me, right now. Right now. I claim it. It's a frequency. Love is a frequency. And all you have to do is claim that shit. All you have to do to get into the frequency is claim it. You have to think thoughts from the frequency of love. You have to think thoughts from the state of having money, having love, having that phone call from your soulmate, having that wedding, having that marriage. Like, you have to think thoughts from actually having your wish fulfilled, right? I haven't been to India, but I have been invited to go there, and I learned the culture. I know people. That's so cool. If you want to send a beautiful message, oh, I would love that. I do want to send, wait, you do want to send a beautiful message? Oh, I invite you too. You have a great vibe that will match here. You guys are so awesome. You're so great, guys. Thank you for being here. Look, honestly, I slept in my I didn't even get out of bed yet. I was like, oh my God. So I did that blackout message. I didn't even want my face to be seen today. I was like, girl, nah. I haven't washed my hair. I haven't showered. I'm just like, I'm on my period. I'm like, girl, I gotta go. Please. I'm gonna do this live stream because I have some shit to say, but I don't want you guys seeing me. And so once Cash showed up, I showed my face. And I mean, I'm glad I did so, but man, I mean, I'm a little self-conscious right now. But I love you. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna go. I have to act like a human today and get some shit accomplished. But I thank you guys for the support. Thank you for being here to literally prove all you have to do is change your frequency. All you have to do is think from the state of having that thing. And this morning I prayed, God, I'm ready for love. I claim that it's here. I claim that my divine masculine is here. And no sooner did Cash show up to show me that it is here already and it is coming in. I don't know that it's you, Cash. It doesn't matter. It's not a person. It's an energy. It is a consciousness. It's a frequency, and we're going to claim it. All right. I love you. I really have to go because I have to tinkle winkle again. I have to pee again. I can't even believe that. Thank you. Thank you. I love you, Megan. It is you. Oh, thank you, honey. If you'd like to message me, Cash, feel free. Okay. Feel free to email me. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay. All right. Bye, honey.